Hello and thank you for joining me today back on the mat for a brand new workout which is going to be focusing on our waist and our core. So particularly the oblique muscles and just strengthening all around the core. So we're going to be doing some glute work, some standing balance. It's going to be full body as always, but really we're just focusing primarily on this area. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to start feet hip distance apart. Okay, our shoulders are nice and relaxed. We're just going to inhale up and then exhale, really spread those arms wide. And then when they come down, nod the chin to the chest. And we're going to come into a gentle roll down. So keep the knees a little bent because this is the first thing we're doing. Only go down as far as you feel comfortable. Then inhale at the bottom, exhale, use those abdominals to lift us back up to vertical. And start again. So inhale, exhale, push the arms out wide, nod the chin to the chest, really flex over that pelvis, easing down. A big inhale at the bottom, exhale, use the abs to lift us up. Okay, and let's do one more. Should feel really nice. Just get some movement in that spine. Just a little stretch on the hamstrings, nothing too severe. And those abs are now awake, having used them to lift us up to standing. Right, so we're now going to go into some balance and some leg strength and hip strengthening work. So we're going to squat back and then lift the leg to the side, making sure we're not keeling over. Okay, so body's upright, lift the leg to the side. Then the same leg is going back into a lunge, and then we're hinging forward at the hip. So I'll show you once from the side. So we'll squat back into our chair, lift up, leg to the side. Same leg goes back into a lunge, and then we're hinging from the hip to lift. So let's start with our right leg. So we're going to do 8. So we squat, leg to the side, lunge and extend. Good. Squat, lift, lunge back and hinge as you extend the leg. Good. 3. 4. Do with the arms what feels natural to you or helps you with balance. 5. 6. Should start to feel that supporting leg now. 7. And last one. 8. And fly. Whew. I certainly feel nice and warm around that hip now. Okay, so we're going to go into a squat before we go to the other side. We're going to hold in a squat. So get into a comfortable position because we're going to be here for 10 counts. And we're going to scissor the arms, but the palms are facing back. Okay, so working on those back extensors. So we're going to go for 10, 9, 8, keep breathing, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Great job. Okay, let's go to the other side on the squat lunge combination. So we'll go straight into it. So we squat back, leg abduction, lunge, and then extension. Good. Down. So you might find that you have more balance one side than you do the other. Good. I think this is 4. Back. 5. So lunge back, not too narrow, so you can keep that balance. She says falling over. 6. 2 more. And last one. Squat, abduct, lunge, extend. Great job. Okay, one more set of the squat backs, and we're going to do swimming arms this time. So again, working those back extensor muscles in a standing position. Okay, so squat back into our chair. Arms come so they're just in the peripheral vision, and we inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep the weight in the heels, 3, 2, 1, and lifting up. Great, so let's start working on that waist now. So we're going to do a standing saw. So a saw is an exercise that we usually do seated, where we're rotating and then flexing over our leg as we're sitting in a seated position. We're just going to do that standing up. So arms are coming wide, make sure we're not wearing those shoulders as earrings. Then nice and relaxed, we inhale, rotate, but I want you to keep your hips facing forwards. Then you flex over your left leg, use the abs to lift you, and unrotate to the other side. Lift and back. Okay, so keeping your hips forward is really important to create that rotation from the rib cage, from the thoracic area of the ribs. Good. Inhale. Good. So it should feel really nice for the spine, for the hamstrings. Okay, let's do one more either side. Really lift up using the abs. And last one. Lift and down. Brilliant. So we're going to come down onto the mat now into a 4-point kneeling position. Okay, so when we're in a 4-point kneeling position, we want our wrists to be underneath our shoulders and our hips to be underneath, our knees to be underneath our hips. Okay, so I want you to just collapse completely, no Pilates form, then push those shoulder blades so they now come around the rib cage and we're nice and stable on the back. Our abs are lifting up to support the lower back and we're in a nice stable position. Okay, so we're going to start with, we're going to do 3 cat-cow and then we're going to do 3 thread the needle stretches. Okay, so we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, flex the spine up like an angry cat, inhale and then exhale, widen the sit bones as you relax and then come into a slight extension. Again, inhale, exhale, flex and slight extension so the head goes with the spine. Last one. And down. Okay, so I want you to unweight your left hand. We're going to open up, but keep the hips facing down. And then we're going to thread through, but don't collapse down onto that shoulder completely. Just make the arm move forward. And again, open. And thread. And last one. Open. And thread. Great job. Okay, let's go to the other side. Turn around so you can see. Okay, so 3 cat-cow stretches to start with. And extend. Good. So this should feel really nice in the spine. Just getting that flexion and then a slight extension. Okay, and then weight the right hand, and we rotate out, opening up, and then threading the shoulder down. Good. So again, you might feel like you can rotate more one side than the other. I can certainly rotate more this side. And thread. Great. So let's go back to working that waist. Okay, so we're going to get into that nice stable 4-point kneeling position, and we're going to do a kind of 4-point kneeling mountain climber. Okay, so we're going to bring the knee towards the elbow, so you'll feel it here in this oblique. So we're going to go to alternate sides. So we do knee and then down, other side and down. Okay, so come with me now. We're going to do 16. Believe me, you're going to feel it. Okay, so good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep nice and stable on those shoulders. Don't scrunch the neck. So 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then just widen the knees, sit back into a rest pose, and just circle the wrists just to get rid of any tension that you might have there. Okay, just let the body sink into the hips. Take a couple of big deep breaths. And again. And then let's come back into our 4-point kneeling position. Okay, so this time, we're going to make sure we're nice and stable on the back again. Okay, our abs are lifting up, our neck is nice and long. Our gaze goes to the end of the mat. We're going to glide the right leg along the mat, lift it up. Okay, then we're going to take it across the left leg and look towards it, and then bring it on the same level, so I don't need to go up and over like a rainbow. It's the same height to the other side. Okay, so we're like wagging our tail, which is a bit of a strange thing to say. Okay, good. So again, you should feel this in your right oblique. So try not to rock. Keep those hips facing down. Let's do 4 more. 4. Okay, so this is working the glutes as well. 3, 2, and last 1. Okay, and then keep it out to the side, put the foot down. I want you to tip your pelvis anterior, so you're just going to tip it up, and I just want you to rock back and forth into those hips. So you should feel a nice stretch on the inner thigh, and just rocking on the hips. Good. Just a couple more. And last one. Now for the hard part, you're going to lift your leg up, take it round to the back, put that knee down. And then let's go to the other side. Okay, left leg glides back. When we're stable, it lifts up. And we're going to take it across and peep back. And then out to the side and peep. For 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and on this last one, we're going to keep the leg out to the side, foot goes flat, tip that pelvis, and we're just going to rock back and forward. 2, 3, and last one. 4. Then lift that leg up. It's amazing how heavy it is. Put it in, and then again, let's go back into that rest pose. Whew. That one looks like nothing, but I feel it's worked you really hard. There's so many muscles that we're using during that exercise. You know, our backs of our shoulders, shoulder stability all around the shoulder girdle, our abs are supporting the lower back and the core, all around our hips. It's just a really good one. Okay, coming up. So, final one in this position. We're going to come down and we're going to do an elbow plank and we're going to hold it for 20 seconds. Okay, so make sure you're pushing through those forearms. You take one leg back, the other leg back, and then I want you to keep a long, flat back, okay? Lifting those abs up and breathe. Eye gazes to the end of the mat, okay? For 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. If you need to drop your knees, do that. You're still working that core really hard. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. And then just flex over an imaginary beach ball. And then coming up to a seated position. And we're just going to turn around. Hold on behind the thighs and roll down onto the mat. Good. So now we're down on the mat, making sure those shoulders are nice and relaxed. We're just going to take the arms up. We just want you to bring the shoulder blades around the ribcage and up towards the ceiling. Do not use the muscles in the neck, just the shoulders. And then just pinch them together at the back. Again, nothing in the neck. So we are not using our neck to scrunch this. You can see the tension. It's just not good. Just one more. Around and up. And then around and back. And then settle your hands on the mat. So we're going to bring our legs into a tabletop position. Okay, so we're going to bring our right knee to tabletop, our left knee to tabletop. If when you get into this position you feel a pulling on your lower back, I want you to take your feet down. I want you to use the abdominals to tip your pelvis into an imprint or a flatter back position, and then bring the knees back up and you should feel more stable. Okay, we're just going to start there, some work on the lower abs with some toe taps. Just want you to tap the toe away so the thigh is moving away from the pelvis. We are not just bending at the knee. Okay, and only take your leg down as far as your abs can support it. So what you don't want to do, I'll just go on the other side, is go really low and then your abs pop out, your lower back pops out, and you've lost all the work. Okay, so I feel I can go to about there today. Sometimes I can get lower, sometimes I can't, but I can feel my lower abdominals working for me. So the abs are drawing back towards the mat as the foot is going down towards the mat. Let's do one more either side. I hope you're breathing. Good. Just hug those knees in. Rock from side to side. Tiny break. So legs are going back into a tabletop position, arms are long. We're going to need our arms now because we're going to do a rollover prep, double leg stretch combination. So I'll show you once. So we're going to lift the legs up, pelvis up, using the lower abdominals, and then come up to a double leg stretch position. Low down again. So you come up and then there. Okay, if the straight leg double leg stretch is too much for you, just come up with your legs in tabletop, or keep your head down and just do the legs. Up to you. So coming from now, we're going to do 6 of those. So exhale, lift up, and then extend the legs. Good, so try not to swing those legs. Make sure you're using the lower abdominals to get the lift. It's very easy to kind of just swing the pelvis. So we feel like we've got a bigger movement, but we're only cheating ourselves. Let's just do a smaller movement and make sure that works, really focusing the lower abs. I think we've got 2 more. And extend. And last one. And extend. Good. Hug those knees in again. Stretch the left leg long, hugging in that right knee. And then let's take the leg across the body, extend the opposite arm and look away. Just have a nice cross body stretch. Okay, so we're just rotating through that thoracic again. You're getting a nice stretch on the outside of the hip. Should feel nice. And then coming back, and then let's switch sides Hug that knee first. Release that hip flexor. And then only rotate as far as your body allows. Don't force anything. You know, if you can only get to here, but you're feeling a stretch, that's great. Just work with your own body. And breathe. Good. Okay, last one for the abs for now. Okay, we're just going to do 4 roll-ups. So if you've been with me a long time, you know our roll-up. So I'll show you once. So we're going to inhale arms to the ceiling. Exhale, flex those feet and roll up with control. Flexing over the toes. Come up to vertical. And then really kill that spine as you go down with control. Okay, keep going with those if you're okay with those. If they're a bit challenging for you, bend the knees. Inhale, arms to the ceiling. Exhale, grab behind the thighs. Come up, then straighten the legs or keep them a little bent. Reach beyond. And then hold onto the thighs as much as you need to roll back down again. Okay, let's do 2 more. Good. And roll down. And then last one. And let's just stay up here. So just going to do a few little tricep dips. So we're making sure that we're doing a full body workout and nobody wants bingo wings. So let's just do some tricep dips here. Okay, so opening out that chest. We're just going to flex the elbow as you go down. Okay, so let's do 10 for 10, 9, 8. So make sure you're allowing the weight of the upper body to go back, because I find it is quite easy to cheat with these and use it as an ab exercise. But let's work those triceps. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you can, I want you to pick the pelvis up, just let the head go to the ceiling and open across through that chest. And let's just hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, butterfly the legs, the feet, sorry, and then flex over the legs. And then let's come on to our side. Oops. Okay, so you're either going to lie longer on your arm or create a little pillow with that bottom arm. Knees are bent, so shins lining up with the front of the mat, hips are stacked, knees are stacked. Okay, and we don't want to collapse in the waist, so push that top hip away, just making sure that you're nice and supported in that waist. We're going to lift the top knee, but keep the knee, a foot and knee in line. Just going to do circles forward. Okay, so foot and knee stay in line. For 6. Keep everything else still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now reverse it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, lengthen that top leg again, making sure we're not collapsing the waist. And we're just going to lift and lower with a flex foot for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Coming up and onto our elbow now. So making sure the elbow is slightly wider than the shoulder, because when we come up, we're going to go that way. Okay, so we don't want it to pinch. We really need to feel the connection on the back of the shoulder when we're doing our side plank. So options here are just come onto one knee and holding your side plank. You are working your underside here. It's really hard to do that. But if you prefer, you can come into a full side plank, and let's hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. So now let our knees come to stacked again. We're just going to do 3 side bend prep. just to get a nice stretch on that side. So from the lateral flexion, over and down. So it's as if we're going in a toaster. So our bum's not going back, we're just coming straight up and down. And last one. And down. Good job. So spin the legs around. And let's repeat that on the other side. So shins are lined up, hips are stacked, knees are stacked. Start with that, circles forward for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm getting cramp in my foot. Oh. And let's reverse. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lengthen that leg, making sure we're not collapsing in the waist, and lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So pushing up onto that side plank. Okay, so let's go into your position of choice. I might go on the knee now. And let's just hold here for 10, 9, making sure that neck is long so we're not dropping the neck, okay? It's continuation of the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. And that little side bend. Oh, it feels nice to stretch. For 2. And last one. 3. And let's end with a lovely mermaid stretch. Okay, so coming into this Z-sit position, so your hips want to be as grounded as they can be. Okay, you might want to get a little cushion or a yoga brick to just help prop you up if that helps. So arms come into a diagonal and we flex, we scoot those abs back as the arm comes across. You should feel a nice stretch on the back of the shoulders. I feel like we really need that after today's workout. We worked really hard on those backs of the shoulders today. And breathe. And then opening out, drop the elbow, push that opposing hip down as you reach up. Get a lovely stretch down the side. And then come up, counter stretch, just look through the elbow. Again, it's a lovely stretch down the side. And then let's go to the other side. Okay. So scooping around. So I don't think you should be able to get your hands together. Okay, so my hands can only come to here today before I feel the stretch. So you've got to listen to your body and only go as far as your body wants to go. Okay, open up, drop down. So that rings true for every exercise that I do. If it doesn't feel right, it's probably not right. So you'll know the difference between what is a bit challenging and what just does not feel right. So always listen to your body. Okay, and coming up. Look through. And relax. And you are done. So there you have it. I think it's probably 20-25 minutes of a full body workout, but really focusing on the waist and core. Hope you liked it. Leave me a comment, let me know, and subscribe to the channel if you want more workouts like this. And I hope to see you back on the mat again really soon. So take care. Thanks a lot. Bye.